Oysters are gross.
With our masters.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he didn't. People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay.
Talking about me.
If the Admiral trusts him, then so will I.
Wallace!
Please follow me to your quarters.
Oh, no. I was wondering if maybe you could introduce me to Gromit.
The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress. But something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out. If I understand it right.
Okay, cool. It might have had something to do with him killing the Empress? I don't know. So whose door is this? Oh, this is the Lord, dude, guy. What's up, Pendleton?
Pleased to meet you, Master Corvo. I saw you at court in happier days, but you might not remember.
Nope.
I was once a
drawing
close
blank.
ally to the Lord Regent, Hiram Burroughs, back when he was just the spy master. He's one manipulative bastard, I can tell you that.
Dude, language. No need for that.
There's something distinguished about you, Corvo. Was there nobility back in your family line? I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe. I mean, you know. That picture needs straightening, by the way, dude. I'm gonna steal your apricot tart. Your powdered crystal. Hey. Let's listen to his notes.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea
Good old
what
Samuel.
it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which, Wallace, please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
Just settling into the squalor, hey? Where's Havelock's room, by the way? I've got his key. Oh, this might be it here. I ran right past it. Yeah, this is the Admiral's room. This is actually quite nicely appointed. Kind of. I mean, there's a bit of mold on the wall, but yeah. Oh, yes, but he's suffered. He has, hasn't he? Oh, you wouldn't believe the sacrifices I've had to make for the good of the Empire. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass-produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force of the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge, and if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him an odds of 1 in 5. Wow, dude. Well, I really hope you took a bet on that, and you better share it with me. Admiralty and the Fleet. There's so much writing in this game, it's so good. While each of the Isles has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Gristol, with its long, proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them. Boys come of age in the cities of Gristol, hoping to someday captain such a ship. A family dynasty are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates or crush seditious uprisings, such as during the Morley insurrection. In times of war and peace, Gristol continues to innovate at sea. The ships, a design of Anton Sokolov himself, now represent the highest standard. You've probably noticed this guy's name a lot lately. He's clearly like the eminent inventive force. He's their Leonardo da Vinci, you know? But if Leonardo da Vinci's inventions were actually taken up by the governing empires and ran with, yeah. Himself now represent the highest standards of the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up onto deck and begin the butchery and processing. Even as the ship returns to Dunwall, the crews can be seen working on the latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Wrenhaven River, coming to dock with one of the powerful warehouse companies, such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures makes as moving a sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1. The early adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt and the woman who had raised us since childhood, leaving behind the home city of Yarrow and the cold, but beautiful white landscapes we had always known. We boarded the ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of it getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dreams. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I'd ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew, and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, not tears, that sounds painful, with tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirit so, as the wind and pounding waves raced after the wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me, so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned, tanned and sinewed with muscle. Weather creases already wrinkling at the cornering of my eyes, but she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. Nice. Processed whale oil. Like, you just carry that around with you, you know? Look at his medals, though, dude. Wow.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we've moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. The Pendleton's voting block and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us.
This is a no-kill playthrough.
Capable of that, I have no doubt. N-bomb. Is this off? Switch. Switch, where the hell is the...
I like stuff like that. How do I turn this off? Where is it? There it is. Click. Now number 2, a gaffer's final passage. After more than a quarter of a century, I'm done with whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the Isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime, but it's all gone. I've lived through an emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. That would have been Lady Caldwin. A fair young empress she was, but slain so young. Oh, this is a recent book then. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the known world and sailed to the loneliest waters you could imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pandisia, and the best of it doesn't even give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as lines of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly, weathered-scarred men who'd knife one another for a good pair of boots. Each year I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morley, gaff hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we'd seen in months. I helped her as much as I could, but Nina died at the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. Wow.
Attention all citizens. Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise.
Corvo, it's bedtime. Go to bed.
Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary.
Wonder what's in there. Somebody walled off a room. It's never a good sign. Oh, Lydia. What are you doing in my room? Shoo. Oh, hey. Distractions! Can we get in here yet? I don't think we can we? Yes, we can. Is that a coin? Yoink. Mine. That's 10 coins, in fact. More books. Creepy dolls. Oh my god, creepy dolls. Call to the Spheres, Volume 1. A work of fiction, early chapters. My stomach twisted as the engines of the odd vessel roared louder. It was the creation of of Orcado, the third prefect from the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He was exhilarated, savoring each of the small craft's undulations. Orcado pulled a lever, and a great gout of smoke surrounded us. The smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself upwards. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough. As if knowing my thoughts, Overseer Bryn looked at me and smiled. "Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the turpitude of the void on our way to the outer spheres." Like some kind of like alternate steampunk version of a Jules Verne novel, like To the Moon or something. Interesting. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject surreptitiously in order to determine whether this inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs ongoing throughout the year. At the end of the cycle, those befitting further testing are removed from their homes some hours before dawn and must begin the march to an outpost outside the city. There, the children undergo a ritual preparation and evaluation until the last night of the month of rain, when they make a pilgrimage to Whitecliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined which of the children will become overseers and which must be put down. That's how they select their religious police. Wow. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the fugue, I never know how to say this word, fugue feast. The new year has not started, and thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes euphoric with the spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces and wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservation. When the right cosmological signs are observed and it is time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting High Overseer calls for the Hymn of Atonement and the Fuge Feast ends. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands, enemies put down weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths. But this time during the astrological alignment does not exist and is not recorded. I kind of like that. That's a really cool thing, you know? Like, wow. They believe that outside of time, so anything goes for a night. That's crazy. The following day starts a new year, marked on the first day of the month of Earth, as it has always been. Cool. I mean, if they think time is not recorded, that means they're losing a day every now and then. Maybe that's like their version of a leap year, but it's based on a celestial alignment, and maybe there's an extra day to come, so they just say, the hell with it.
This is your room.
Oh, hi,
it was
sorry.
chosen to give you privacy. I understand you'll need your rest.
Yes, get out. Shoo. Move. Okay, well... Ooh. Medicinal herbs.
Attention, citizens of Dunwall.
And this just goes out onto the roof.
Added to the evacuation list.
Was there anything in here? No, there
isn't.
isn't.
The month
Okay.
of seeds has increased. The Lord Regent has decreed that plague ordinances will remain in effect through the month of rain. Stay alert.
Empty
and stay loyal.
bottles. Alright. Go to sleep, finally. Since you tried to do a no-kill run, do you think you will ever die? Just wondering. What does that look like to you? There's a death counter there. I mean, I guess that's going to be a hard thing if I'm going to save scum a lot. I'll tell you what. If ever I get to a point where I'm like, I have to fight my way out, and doing so is going to kill people, instead of reloading, how about we call it a death? And then I reload after the death and we'll just do a rip count. Maybe we'll do it that way, because yeah, if I'm going to save scum a lot to avoid being seen, I'm going to try and run away when the levels become more open, and if I can't, I will probably die, and then we'll call it a death and I'll reload to before that. Let's do that. He always dies. Yeah, that's a good point, Merrick. I hadn't given that any thought, to be honest. You know, like, if I'm going to reload every time I get seen, am I ever going to actually die? And I know you guys like that, so gotta give the people what they want, right? Well, we are awake. A visit from the outsider. Something's not right. What exactly isn't right about this? The fact that there's a big hole in the wall and that things are floating in the sky? This is perfectly fine. I'm pretty sure there's always been a boat here, burrowed in the concrete.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not?
Yeah.
The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world.
Don't just do that without
Great
permission.
forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power. My gift to you. Come find me.
Press right mouse to execute a fast and stealthy forward dash through the world. You can use it to move upwards, but the distance is reduced. Aiming at ledges will allow you to blink forward and climb up. Cool. And good luck to everybody in the Battle Royale. As always, may the odds be ever in your favor. Yes. Oh, we didn't want to see this. You cannot save her, 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 you cannot save her. Okay. Thanks, Empress. Very, you know, I feel the confidence and the love. It's overwhelming. Oh, yes. Oh, the Iron Puppy Bot wins. All done, ready to chill. Welcome back, King. Weak. Oh no, these dudes. Oh, I hate these guys. I mean, not just the fact that they have these really lumpy faces, like, oh, I'd never get tired of punching these faces. But look at the treatment they're giving poor Emily. Totally rigged. No, it's only rigged if you win. Remember that. If anything, you should be telling me off for not rigging it. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you're dead like mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. Don't worry, Emily, I'm coming. Oh, it's going to be so hard to not kill these two guys. Oh, I don't like them. So the way the power system works, by the way, if you look up in the top left, the blue bar is the mana bar. And whenever we teleport somewhere, like there, it uses up the power. And the bar moves with it, look. And then it fills back up. If I reuse my powers before it refills back to where it was previously, then it goes down even further and even further. So you can drain it or you can use your powers sparingly. Oh, look at this guy. He's playing with his toy soldiers. Oh, you're never too old to play with toy soldiers. Oh, cool. Look at the map. I never noticed this before. Like, I've never seen a map of the islands. Wow. So Dunwall is there. And then there's all the different locations in the Empire. What is that one up in the top corner? Porter's Head? White Cliff. We've seen that one mentioned. Where's the one... is it Pandizia, where Dishonored 2 takes place? I don't know, I can't see it anywhere. Maybe it's over there. But yeah, that's cool. I like that map. But you know me. Oh, is it Serkonos? That's the name of the place, yes, Serkonos. Last working day before vacation is done? Nice. Enjoy your vacation, Felix. Sorry, Feels. That's good. Ooh. Ooh, you gonna get wrecked, boys. You boys are about to get utterly wrecked by a tall boy. I love these guys. Look at these. They're on like these big stilts and they've got these crossbows, like recurve bows. Yeah. These buggers are a pain in the arse, by the way. We get to blink. Weep. Oh, I like the waters going up as well. It implies that you're beneath the world. You know, to me that. Like you're beneath reality. Like you're in the upside down, like from Stranger Things.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These
Praise joke, I mean praise the outsider.
Beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands.
Oh, the heart.
You will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Oh, the heart, I remember this. Equipping the heart in your left hand helps you locate bone charms on runes, even through walls. The heart beats and lights up when you're facing a bone charm or room, and it beats faster if you get closer. The heart will whisper secrets if you press right button while targeting a person or a location. Squeeze the heart.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
Oh, this was just the best part of the game, you know, with this weird thump thump.
All of time's meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries. Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky. The one who walks here is all things, cradle songs of comfort and bones gnawed by teeth. This is the place from which those who dabble in black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom.
It's a heart trick, it's a heart attack.
I can feel a great age ending. This place is the end of all things.
Now it's looping.
And the beginning.
So, my powers. So I think actually what I'm going to do is put that on number 2. The blink is going to be so useful, and that's going to be number 3. But we need to get to the rune over there.
All of time's meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
Oh, this is creepy and weird. Okay. Yep. Weak. There we go. I'm up. Yeah, the sounds, right? So good. Let's just see if we missed anything back here. No, doesn't look like we did. Good. Need to be down there. I don't remember how to do this now, like... Am I supposed to go through one of these open floor window things? Floor windows? Is that a thing? I think so. We'll make it a thing. It's a floor window. You know, you put a window on the floor in case you want to look down. And then I get the song Feel the Beat to mind. Yes, trap windows, exactly. That's what those are. Tricky windows. Wait for the mana to recharge. Oink. Here they are, look. Once you've collected some runes, open the journal and go to the power section to exchange them for powers. Yeah, these are how we level up. We gotta find a lot of these. Runes can be collected and used to acquire supernatural powers. Alright, so we can increase blink. We can possess people. Oh, now you've ruined your playthrough. Thanks, Merrick. I'm glad you're here for us in these trying times. Merrick, please behave. A devouring swarm, the wind blast, and all these things. Bloodthirsty. Oh, wait a minute. Build up adrenaline and trigger a brutal melee fatalities. If that doesn't involve me eating people, that's going to be really upsetting. Yeah. So I can increase my vitality as well. I can't afford any of these, but I can... Oh, the dark vision. We need dark vision straight away. But what does level 2 blink do? Rapid forward movement for a longer distance. So that lets us go further. I think there's only 2 levels to that, though. Yeah, there's only 2 levels anyway. And that's going to cost 3 runes, so... Dark vision. I love how you look at all the killing stuff first on a no-kill playthrough. Yeah, you know, reverting to form. I think this game is a bit disturbing. You need to eat someone. No, it doesn't look as though you do. It's just battle hunger. You know, like you get bloodthirsty, as in killing people restores your mana and stuff, or whatever it was. But we've got dark vision. But yeah, bloodthirsty, build up adrenaline and trigger brutal melee fatalities. Right, oh, so it gives us like a power-up attack.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
So in case you haven't twigged on already, this guy, shit stirrer extraordinaire. Why is this person so creepy? When we get through this whole series, you'll learn a lot more about him. He's the outsider. He is... I guess they're devil, in a way, when you think about it. Because he comes with bargains and stuff, you know? But he likes to see what you do with his powers and tricks. Dude, I don't remember getting a tattoo. How much did I drink last night? Oh. Right. So, tasks-wise, speak to Havelock in the bar and a rune. Gotta find a rune and use the heart to find the rune at the Hound's Pit pub. Now we've got... Oh, because I bought the definitive edition, I get all these bloody bone charms as well, and a golden whale, and... Holy shit. Okay, easy mode engaged. Bone charms provide small supernatural benefits. Locate them by listening for the song they emit. By default, you can activate up to 3 charms at once in the bone charms section of the journal. The Journal of Granny Rags. Oh. Reminds you of the Mirror Master from The Witcher 3. Yes. Yes. Gaunter Odim. Yes. That's exactly what he's like. But I mean, he was like a djinn or something, or similar to a djinn. But yeah, this really is easy mode. I know, it's because I bought the definitive edition, so it just gives you a load of crap. You're like, okay, I'll take them. Of course, I tell you, dearie, I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house from the kitchen. I can see out into the garden where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest along the rows of twisting vines. The front room looks out onto the street where the neighbours are still setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside, warm and snug, dearie. Granny Rags is creepy. Don't forget about the bedroom either. It sees into the dreary alley where the hooligans are playing a game with an old man. The first two are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have these bones to boil them in a pot. No one lives in my house anymore, dearie. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine, fine people. Vera Moray, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as a Boyle Manor. Better even. Your dinners are lavish and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime, radiant, he said. And he was just barely a man, so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hand, all my friends. I was the only one, dearie, wet with his paint. Oh, glistening into the canvas for a pretty coin. Yeah, she is. She's great. But if it wasn't all parties and paintings, my husband and I weren't always at home. No, we travelled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles, beyond even all the way to the red cliffs of Pandisia, to dig into the rock and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. Oh, and those marks and bones carved so deep and polished so bright. I brought the old bones home and hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes, even though his tongue was still. Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me, make me another present. And he went so far, all the way to Dunwall Tower, to the royal headsman himself now, my little mute boy and his shiny, shiny sword. Better bones were what I need, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup, and then he was sick. Better bones was all. My little mute boy carved in the name of the one with the black eyes. And after my husband was gone, giving away as birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. Did I play Death of the Outsider? Yes, I did. It was so good. I can't remember the ending now, but it was really good. So now I'm old and I don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for Granny Rags and feeding the little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea with dearie, especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boys, always meddling with an old woman, just trying to make her way. In the end, we will be together with him. You and me in the dreary night with stars above and below, always the one with the black eyes, dearie. Yes, that's it. I get to experience the end again. A mystical wolfhound artifact. Ooh. Cool. I don't know what those are for, but more bone charms, if you please. And a pouch. A criminal report for Slackjaw. You want the chinwag on Slackjaw? What he was like when he was young before he got his name? Oh, he's got a cool head now, but it weren't always like that the days before he was the boss of the Bottle Street gang. Time was, young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. Yeah, like most of us, he grew up in the streets, running with a pack of ragamuffins and avoiding the law, pinching whatever he needed, dark-haired, dark-eyed, smoking a pipe by the age of 10. For them born into the brothels or coming from the orphanages, It was either the gangs or working with the mudlarks, and nobody wants that. Some got pressed into the Navy or put down the mines, run by the Pendletons or the Boyle families. As hard as it was down on the streets, as hungry as it got, at least it was free. Man, this is a long thing. I don't think I'm going to read all of this. Holy shit. We'll get to know Slackjaw. He is a character. I don't remember these being in, though. Field survey notes on the Royal Spy. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. We got another mystical fish artifact. Rumors and sightings of Dowd. Yes, Dowd is another character we will get to meet later. I think these were also added in by the Definitive Edition, giving extra notes about some of the key characters.
Somewhere in the basements below, hound kills hound, and money changes hands. Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time. Deals are made here, sometimes under the influence of wine, and sometimes the influence is the point of a knife.
I don't remember if there's fall damage in this game. I think there is.
Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hound, they all go in. They top off the wine with river water, but eventually someone swoons. Then fresh bottles are fetched from the cellars. Their fate rests on your effort, on the strength of your hands, and of your heart. They stood in a circle around the candles, and cut their hands to form their alliance. The blood hissed as it touched the flames.
Oh god, oh god. Please let me out. There are hagfish in there and I don't want to get eaten. Yeah, I believe there is fall damage.
The conspirators have found a safe home here. They take great care that they are not followed.
It's freaky with the headphones on. Yes.
The ale here is sweetened with honey to hide the taste of river brine.
Ew. Gross. Oh god, the jumping out of water was always a little bit finicky.
The sober speak in whispers. The drunk bellow.
Powers you obtain from runes can be used creatively to defeat enemies or move through the environment, blink from roof to roof, past rats, possess rats and fish, or slow time before rushing a group of enemies. Yes, nice ASMR, yeah.
Fortunes have been won here, and lives have been lost. The old man claimed a dark corner and drank himself into oblivion.
Oh, this is weird.
The first to find him. They are burning whales. Somewhere in the basements below.
Okay, that's all
hound,
repeats now.
Hands.
There we go. We will use our powers now. So I need to put the sleep darts on one. Right, so I can't use this. Wait a minute, it didn't do that? There we go. Sleep darts and powers. They're right, yeah, they're their main hand. Their left hand. I don't remember how to holster weapons. I don't like running around with weapons out. Feels very immersion breaking. Hang on. Okay, I don't think we can holster them. Okay. Yeah, there's no reload button from what I remember. It's like running around without pants on. Yeah, exactly. Ah, F. Is it just hold or tap? Hold F. Yes, interact. That's the F button. F it. That's what you do. You want to holster it? F it. That's right.
Does part of the soul live in the heart? If the heart keeps beating, does that mean that the spirit is never released into oblivion? I can keep a heart beating forever with electricity, but what does that mean for any essence trapped within? It'd be easier if I created these processes in waking hours. I am uneasy pursuing avenues that emanate from my dreaming mind.
Wow. Dude. Wait, is this his door to nowhere? Yes. The door to nowhere has proven to be a safety hazard, but for me, this project is an endless source of inspiration. With proper application of energies, I believe I can transform the door frame into a window of sorts, one that will allow a traveller to cover the distance from my workshop to some distant arbitrary point in a single step. He's working on a Stargate, guys. Oh my god. Currently the step leads to a sheer drop straight down into the courtyard, but in time it will bring gaps that will boggle the mind, bridge gaps that will boggle the mind. Such work is many years away to be sure, but if I survive this plague, I'm sure to succeed. It is actually, yes, you're right, Shai. That's the guy who voices him. And he does an incredibly good job.
Havelock stopped in earlier, but I forgot what he wanted. He's waiting to see you, I believe.
Oh, I can heart these guys. Let's listen to what it says about him.
Each and every night, the black-eyed outsider visits upon Piero's dreams.
Oh.
He is Piero Joplin. Even now, he visualizes the next invention. Astonishing. I wish you could see it too. Poor Piero. His elixirs have cured so much for so many, but they cannot cure his brain fevers. Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs.
Okay, that's from earlier.
Arms. But that was from a happier time.
Are we not visible? Oh yeah, we're visible. These guys are our allies, so they don't care about me.
Attention Dunwall citizens. River traffic.
He probably can't hear the heart. I think the heart's talking up here. You know?
Violators will be taken to the flooded district for treatment and rehabilitation.
Yes, brain heart.
Good day, Master Corvo.
She hides her hands. They are raw and scarred from the washing.
Lydia and I trade chores
She
sometimes,
fears the Abbey.
and I'm starting to
and the
think I never
clinic.
come out ahead. She's a smart one.
She is a seamstress in a shop frequented by the wealthy.
I hope
There
the
is
attic's to your
nothing
liking.
common about the
I've
work
slept
she
there
does
myself in
every
summer
day.
nights.
There's Havelock.
Deals are made here, sometimes under
Wait.
the influence of wine, and sometimes the influence is the point of a knife. Admiral Havelock has seen more corpses than all the rest put together. He has killed whales and men for profit and pleasure. He has the bloodlust. He tried to seize control of the military after the Empress. After she, the Empress, was murdered. Look at him. Admiral Havelock grows restless on land. There was a younger brother, an artist, sensitive, soft, taken at 9 by a fever. Havelock loved him truly.
Dude. Oh man. Come on.
The other servants don't like her. Work is never done for the lowly servant. Her servant wages will not be enough to fix her father's debts. For all the hard work, there is little reward for her.
Man.
Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hound, they all go in.
Are you a nobleman, Corvo? No one seems to know much about you. By your bearing, I'd say so. Lord Pendleton's great-grandfather took a Serkonan chambermaid to wife. On second thought, the story doesn't bear repeating. Even the finest blood can go bad here and there.
Remember hating you couldn't use the info the heart gave you to change things? Yeah, that would have been cool. Gives you insights into how to do things differently.
He spies on his neighbors and reports to the overseers.
Like that. He's a frigging spy for the overseers.
Only after a long day of work will he return to his home and family. He always eats very well, even as his wife and child grow thin.
Oh, dude, stingy.
It is in the common man that the Abbey finds its most faithful.
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 27. In my 13th year, the despised stepmother at last departed, and Pendleton Hall was again quiet, although Father had by then sunk into deep depression. It was at this sensitive time that Waverly Boyle first entered my life. She who will be the source of many tender recollections to come.
Okay. Dude's writing his memoirs or dictating them. Looking forward to the third then, yeah. They sort of changed that in the last game with the rats. Yes. There were things you could do in the last game that could change a lot of stuff.
Corvo seems to have arrived in good shape. Much better than I expected.
Oh, no, hang on.
Corvo seems to have arrived in good shape. Much better than I expected, given what I've seen of Coldridge Prison. He seems willing to work with us, and he shouldn't lack for motivation. The man has lost everything. We'll judge how he performs in the field. And if I can, I'll find a way to test him personally.
Dude, you're more than welcome to try some old fisticuffs, you know? Listening to the memoirs reminds me of BioShock, yes. Classic, storytelling there. There's audio recordings all over the place, and diaries and so on. Anyway, guys, I've just glanced at the time. We're 10 minutes overdue for our break. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Hi, Chassis. Good to see you. Hope you're well today. How are you? All right. Let's crack on and talk to this guy.
Well, let's get down to it.
That's just what I said.
I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Kaldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy.
No, he doesn't.
He's protected by his overseers.
This is no kill playthrough.
Zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical.
Obviously.
That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you.
More hook mine fun. Sadly, this game doesn't have hook mines. That's the second one.
Martin. He's one of us. And if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Okay, so we also need to find a High Overseer Martin. Rightio. Tried to do no kills, but have yet to complete the map with no kills. Well, I don't know how those other two guys died, okay. They may have been eaten by rats while they were unconscious. I made sure to put some of them in hiding places. I remember this being a thing. You know, going down into the sewer. I need a sewer key. Okay, I guess this isn't till later. Oh god. Yeah, the climbing up the chains thing was always a little bit janky. Oh yeah, you can tease away. Can I buy anything from Piero before we go, actually? I didn't actually speak to him.
What can I do for you?
Upgrades. So he can make a rune. I have 2,000 coin. Wow, okay. We'll need more sleep bolts. Fill upon those. Mask optics allows you to magnify your view. 300. Yes, let's do that. Bone charm capacity. Yes, let's do that. And again, maxed out. Buying more dark count. That's a good idea. We don't have one. Oh, there it is. Bulk capacity. Yes, we have one. Cost 600, I have 800. Let's get that. And I can't afford any more of those. Oh, he's already filled me up. Oh, it's just those bolts. Merrick! That was bad advice. It's normal crossbow bolts. Sleep darts, I still have 10. I'm blaming you for that, Merrick. Alright, journal is J. Now apparently it's just normal crossbow bolts. Oh well, you know, whatever. Easy come, easy go. So we need to figure out which ones of these we're going to do. I think I also have one rune still, because we found another one. Vitality, agility. Jump height is increased, fall damage is reduced. That might be very useful. I don't remember Wind Blast at all. Push back and knock down enemies and shatters doors. And kills enemies by throwing them into walls. We probably don't want to take that. Never had a no-kill playthrough, so blame me anyway. Yes, I will. Summons a swarm of rats that will attack others and disperse after a short duration. We don't want that. That's a killer. Slows time. Allows control of targets, or animal targets. Oh, that's going to be so useful, but I need 3 runes. So I either buy agility, that's 2. I'm going to save it then. I want either agility or possession. So I'm going to save my 1 rune for now. And yeah, bend time is a really good ability to have. Hi.
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important.
I think it does, yes.
I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer.
Counts as stealth.
That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
I'm not an assassin. I'm not going to kill anybody. Ooh, I like the zoom in effect, by the way. It's pretty cool.
I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
Maybe he did strike gold and decided never to come back. But yeah, I think if you bend time, you can kind of get away from people, like zip from cover to cover without being seen. Cape of Teeth map. Mysteries of Pandisia. At the Academy of Natural Philosophy, they speak of the Pandisian continent as a place of wonder where all life has intertwined and blossomed across aeons, producing a vibrant ecology unrivaled in the civilized world. The overseer from the Abbey of the Everyman, by contrast, talks of horror and heresies, of cults, of sub-men engaged in brutal, perverse rituals. The few who have travelled to the far continent and come back to the Isles, those who have actually touched the soil there, have returned with notes that describe vast deserts, deep jungles, and outlandish creatures that defy belief. Once in a generation, a great effort is mounted to build a colony there, in hopes of this someday growing to a port city to rival Dunwall itself. But to date, these attempts have all ended in madness and failure. If it were King Pulsar playing, he would have zoomed in on a different location. What do you mean? You mean he would have zoomed in on the face? You mean the face, right? Well, how about them? Oh, them shoes. Oh, the shoes. Wow, they're nice shoes. Good shoes, girl. Nice shoes. Yeah. That's what I get it now. King, you've got good fashion taste. That's what we've learned here today. Are there anything else we can do here? There's no more rooms. Oh yes, bone charms. I keep pressing escape to go to the menu, and that's not the right menu. Bone charms. We got all these, and we can put 9 of them in. Holy god, there's one more slot. Swim speed. Enemies miss more often with arrows and bolts. Drop assassination gives a bit of health. I won't be using that. Moderate keyhole peeping magnification. Breaking glass sound is moderately reduced. That might be useful. I'll put that in for now. Good lungs. Nope. Fire water. Shot whiskey bottles explode. No. Damage from explosions is reduced. Okay. Sword versus sword contests more frequently. Power effects slightly improved. Yes. White rats can be consumed for mana. Yes. White rats don't attack you. Yes. So, swimming quickly. Enemies missing me. Magnification and breath capacity. Until we find some newer ones. I kind of wish you could, like, uncheck a bone charm to say, I don't want this. This is one thing with any game that has a list inventory like this. If I had the ability to put a star on one as a favourite, and to put an X on one as not a favourite, and then filter the not favourites out, filter the favourites in, stuff like that. Because eventually you get tons of these to the point where you're constantly looking through them for new ones. Yeah, the ones that you just picked up.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
That's a yes. Okay, take me to the distillery. Sorry, guys. Couldn't help it. It just happens every now and then. So we're going after High Overseer Campbell. High Overseer Campbell leads the city militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt. No! And holds the secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer. Steal Campbell's journal and eliminate him. An ally to the loyalist, Martin is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape. Nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And then there are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts.
Granny Rags.
I don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
I love how Samuel has this as like his little hiding spot for like pulling in, but he already has a barbecue set up. Like, who did this? Did you just call on ahead and tell someone to get a rat on a stick on the spit for you? Alright, so let's see, what have we got? Runes, walls of light, bone charms, bone charms.
The doom of Pandizia has come to the city.
The doom of Pandizia.
But easy, damn it. Keep him in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is. Good. Keep him coming.
Hey!
What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
Her to pass me
what? Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more.
Don't stab anybody, Matt. Don't stab anybody. Did I get the thingy eyes, by the way? Yes, I did. Okay. 4 is going to be the eyes. Gross. Love how they reused the same maps with new areas added. Yes, I like that about this game. That's a really good way that they did it. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. He's coming back.
What will I do now? I have to hit this position. He says to bring a bottle, I bring a bottle. He says to bring food, I
Attention, Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
It's Granny Rags.
If I was a birdie, I'd want to eat. Yes, I would indeed.
Okay. I don't think I even need to use that. But yeah, the sound effects in this game are really good. There's a lot of good sound effects. Look at this, it's like a trap. Like a trap that she's set up for people. Oh no, I got caught!
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left.
I can't go up there.
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage.
A white rat. Nom. Apparently that's me eating a rat. It just vanishes. Oh, sleeping darts. A moray urn. Okay, I'll take that. Alright. So is the bone charm in here somewhere, maybe? There's a rune over there.
Long ago, Granny Rags danced at court.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
She always makes a grand entrance. Eric.
In her mind's eye,
oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, all of it.
On her way to an evening of romance. The river rushed in when the barrier broke. The whole district went dark. I will be glad to rest. At the academy, they cut the flesh of the dead and trap the lightning from the sky.
Hi, Granny.
Dear? Is that you, my dear husband?
Nuh-uh.
My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? Ah, the dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Deal with Granny Rags' gentlemen callers.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
Let us in, Granny.
blind.
Told you
Not
the
deaf.
lights go on.
We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either. Have it your way.
We're here to take your money, Granny. Wasting our time. How much could she have? She digs in trash for us.
Yes.
I'm dry as an overseas prick.
Would you look at this? You don't walk into Bottle Street looking like that. That outfit must have cost a lot. Maybe I'll let my girlfriend wear it.
Okay. Whoa. Pop.
Take him down.
Pop. Oh, ow. Pop.
Lights go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
They're fine. They were just sleep darts. Why save when you cannot save? Exactly. Well, you know, I could bring them in here. They would be safe from the rats. But at the same time, I should probably not leave them with Granny Rags. I need to find somewhere to put these bodies.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Report
that
all
guy?
deceased family members to the local dead counter. Unreported deaths are a punishable offense.
Oh! Ah! No, 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 no. Oink.
All get around. Which work?
Throw them on her altar should be fine. How did that guy... I was just out looking for a place to dump a body. Okay, what's wrong with that? Alright, fine. They get to live in here. Oh, 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 that's gonna be a very warm place by the time he's done. In you go, onto the bed. There we go. Take those now. Just close the door. Don't eat them, Granny, okay?
If I was a birdie, I'd want... Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come.
Okay. It's on the vanity upstairs.
That's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. All. I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that slack jaw is the worst of the lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and...
Nine Beans, thank you for the new follow. Welcome to the channel.
Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still?
Oh.
Teach 'em. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first.
Ooh.
Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious.
She wants us to poison the Bottle Street Gang? A bootleg elixir still inside the old Dunwall whiskey distillery, creating their own version of Sokolov's health elixir and selling it. So... We can either get past the Wall of Light or use the Bottle Street alleys to get around the Walls of Light. Break into Dr. Galvani's flat on Clavering Boulevard.
But they're shy. You'll have to go or they won't come.